What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Project X Talk. My name's Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today I want to talk to you guys about Crossfire X. This game has come out hot, and by that I mean a hot pile of trash. You've seen a lot of backlash online. It's been getting torn apart, social media, a lot of questions of why was this game allowed to release. We even did a Project X Talk extra about it, but I hadn't played the game when we talked about that. That was more of a what is the QA process? Is this an issue for Xbox Game Pass? But I want to talk to you guys more about it now that I've put a few hours into the multiplayer component of Crossfire X. So if you like this content, make sure to like, share, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000. Please drop a sub if you haven't. If you want all our content early, head on over to patreon.com/Project X Talk, and you can get the videos as soon as they finish. And I mean that. It could be days, weeks early at sometimes. So if you like that, $1 a month, you can get all our content. But I want to talk to you guys about Crossfire X because I've played a few hours of it today for the first time, and I want to give my opinions. And I want to start by asking the question, is it really as bad as everyone says? And for me, no. I expected a lot worse compared to what I've been hearing because I played it and it feels just like a bad first person shooter. I don't feel any of the major input lag that people were talking about. Yes, the dead zones are pretty bad. I think the actual aiming feels awful. It doesn't feel right. I wouldn't say it's input lag though. I just think that the actual mechanics and engine doesn't feel very good. It certainly is janky as all hell to play. Moving around does not feel smooth. You feel heavy, weight to the ground. You're super loud. And the audio in this game is absolutely atrocious. You're sitting there with your headphones trying to listen to footsteps, and you just hear everything. Sometimes you hear nothing except gunfire, no matter how far away from the gunfire you actually are. You can hear footsteps across the map. Footsteps next to you, you can't hear sometimes. It's absolutely nonsense. The sound and audio design in this game is atrocious. All the guns sound bad. Oh my God, like movement in this game is disgusting feeling. Trying to climb up on a ledge is actually painful. It hurts to try to do. It's disgusting feeling. It's not smooth. Janky is literally the best way to describe this because it just feels like everything has a jagged edge. Like you can't move. And that's without glitches. And trust me, there are some glitches in this game. I didn't experience any major ones. Perhaps it's because compared to what I've been seeing, my ping was actually pretty good. I was hanging around the 30s for most games that I was playing. People on my team, however, high 150 range, 280 range, I saw multiple times. Nonsense. The servers definitely seem to have some issues for people, and it shows with people lagging all over the place, rubber banding back and forth, me putting tons of bullets into them, and then just me dying for no reason because I didn't even get shot on my screen. It was crazy. There are some server issues for sure. My big thing is like the game just isn't fun to play. For a first person shooter, you want to be fun. You want your gameplay loop to be good, and it just isn't. There's one map for every game mode, and I don't know what the difference between classic and modern is. All I could see was classic had two more game modes compared to modern, but two of them are the same in both, and the maps are the same. I don't understand what is going on here. I tried out a bunch of the modes. I wasn't very impressed. You have the classic search and destroy, which is search and destroy. It's if you played Call of Duty search and destroy, this is classic search and destroy. You're on one team, the other team is defending, and you try to go plant a bomb and kill them. They try to kill you, and then you switch sides. I will say the rounds go on a little long. I think it's first to 5 for every game mode. Just seems excessive. Spectre, which if you don't know what Spectre is, because I didn't, and it doesn't tell you what anything is, you basically become invisible to a certain extent. You can still be heard, and you're very loud, as I mentioned. So you're going to want to crouch in this game mode. And if you're attacking, you only have a tactical knife. And oh boy, is it frustrating because you can slash and slash and slash, and people won't die or it'll just miss. There's no lunge. it takes ridiculous long, and then you just get shot a few times and you're dead because they have guns. You're not very hard to see. I have some gameplay clips where I'm on both sides. Yes, I get some kills with the knives. I get some kills as the defending team, but it's so much easier as the defending team because I just go sit in a corner with the bomb and then I wait for someone to just walk in and I can see them. So I just blast them full of holes. I will say, and I don't know if this was a bug or is a feature of the defending team inspector, seems a little weird if it'd be a defending team feature, is you can't aim down sights, or at least I couldn't. Anytime I played this, I don't know if it's a bug. I could not aim down sight with any weapon. I literally just had to spray and pray, no aim down sights. Not great. That's a big issue when fundamentals of the game don't work. I will say I played point capture, which is basically domination with a few added twists. At some point, you have to zip line out of a building. The spawns on the map for this are atrocious. I would often spawn with the other team just looking at me because A is right around the corner from where you spawn as the one team, and the other team can just walk over and they'll see you all spawn in. And then you just get to constantly be dying over and over. Yes, you can rack up a ton of kills playing this game mode, but it's dumb. It's poorly designed. It just goes back. I think this game suffers from bad technical issues for one. There's a lot of pop in, even on the main menus. When you can't get the main menus to not have pop in and be stable, you know that your game isn't ready because scrolling through the tabs is rough. You have a lot of pop in, and then you actually play the game and you're like, this looks bad. And nothing feels smooth. None of the visuals look smooth. Even on performance, it runs very poorly. It's not optimized in the slightest. This game just wasn't ready. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. Like, it's playable. I will say that it's completely playable. I didn't have a I didn't have an awful time playing it. I just didn't have a good time playing it. I've uninstalled it. I'm not gonna go back. I've played worse games. I've played much better games. I think that is my big takeaway. Like, when you compare this to a lot of polished FPSs, it's night and day. This makes Halo Infinite feel like the best game in the world. I'm sure it makes free to play shooters feel like the best thing in the world. This is supposed to be a free to play shooter, and it is rough. I did want to play the campaign. That was my main thing I wanted to talk about in this video. But as of right now, the campaign is still locked, even though I have Game Pass. The first one's supposed to be on Game Pass. It won't let me play. It says I need to buy the game. It just refuses to activate. I hear this is a common issue. Just more frustrations for this game. Smilegate should be embarrassed that they let this out the door. I think that some of the criticism is a little unfair because I do think the game is playable. I just don't think it's very good. I don't think this is one you need to worry about trying. I try it out of morbid curiosity, but oh man, this is not a good look. Not a good look for Smilegate, not a good look for Remedy, and not a good look for Xbox to be attached to this title. I think the game needs a lot of work. I don't even know what the battle pass or progression is because I've played hours and never got any unlocks, never got anything of the sort. So I don't really know how to do that. I must be missing something. The systems are not intuitive. There's not a good UI in this game. You have to use a cursor like you're on a PC. There's no way to just party up with someone. You have to do it through the Xbox UI, which is another annoyance. This game just, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why people like this in certain markets either. Like, what are they seeing? What version of the game do they have? Because I really am curious to know how they can possibly play this game and think, yeah, this is a good game. Because this game is not. It's not a good game. It's a very bad game. Maybe the worst I've played this year. And I'm glad that I will never have to play it again. So that's my thoughts on Crossfire X. I do hope, because I think they're committed to fixing it, that it gets better for the people that were interested in this game. But I think there's much better shooters to spend your time with, much better games that have better aiming, better ADS, better visuals, better everything. This game just feels so bad to play, and I can't stress that enough. So that's my thoughts on Crossfire X, guys. It's rough, to put it lightly. If you've played it, let me know what you think of Crossfire X down below. I'm really interested to see what your experience was with the game. Make sure to like, share, subscribe the video. Follow me on Twitter at the Muffin Man. That's a 1 and a 7 I and an O instead of an A. Follow us at Project X Talk to stay up to date with all our latest videos, news, and join our Discord to talk with us. We're always in there chatting games, movies, nerd stuff. So come on over, hang out. Link is in the description. Until next time, I'll see you. Goodbye.